quickly. There's Jarvis. Todd, 10-footer is up. Around and good! Got a lot of spin on it, but Jarvis got it to fall. Newcastle immediately in a full court press. 2-2-1 zone. Patriots trying to break it. Good by Burgess. Over to Lundy. Troy passes in the lane to Jarvis. It's up. No good. Tip no good. Jarvis has got it. And they immediately in for Jerry Twigg. Ball pass comes out to Burgess. Patriots in their familiar 1-2-2 zone. Around the one baseline left to Steve Alford. One dribble, fires up a 19-footer. No good long. And it's all Jake County in the rebound. Out of there with it is Billy Best. And he will go to Bill Davis, the 5'10 senior. Brings it into the forecourt against the Newcastle man-to-man. Jarvis will draw him on the assignment. Bounce pass to Brett Black. Now they work that double stack offense at the top of the key on either side of the free throw line. Davis running the show. Drives around Jarvis, and Todd will get long. Foul on each of the teams here early. 2-0 Trojans, 7-11 here left in the first quarter. There's a trap on the baseline, trying to drive, being cut off, and finally getting through on the baseline was Christian Ock. Looks it back out to Daniels, now straight away to Davis. Davis starts his move, stops top of the line, left side, bounce pass across the line to 10, Brett Black. Now back to Christian Ock, left side of the line, right side of the line, bounce pass to Bentz. Bentz crosses it over now to Daniels. Daniels got it by Kovalevsky, over to Bailey Davis. Right side of the key, no shot. Left side pass to Black, into the lane now. Pass is blocked away. Alford and Burgess, 2-on-2 break. Bounce pass to Alford. Baseline jumper from 10. Up and in. Steve Alford. I thought he was baseline, but he used the glass. First two for the Trojan All-Stater. 4-0 Newcastle. 6.5 left first quarter. 2-2-1 full court press. Trying to break it. And Vance passes back over. Lob pass into the full court. Now comes to Brad Daniels. Daniels hands to Davis. And he'll go straight away, 35 feet away, and set up the Jay County offense. Davis starts down. The lane stops. Figures it back out. Left side of the lane. Pass to Billy Bentz. Crosses it over to Daniels. Shot from 15. No good. Lundy rebound. Tip to Alford. Alford leads the break. 3-on-2. Swing up the middle. Pass to Jarvis. 8-footer. Up and in. Off the glass. Timeout.
Royals Plumbing and Heating says
The Trojans with baskets from Alford and 2 from Todd Jarvis lead 6-0. There's that 2-2-1 pressure broken nicely. This time left-handed dribble by Craig into the forecourt.
They're playing very, very good defense tonight. Very good defensive pressure. Steve Alford on the turnover. He committed it, or made him commit it there. They're just playing excellent basketball and good speed.
There's Steve Alford passing to Kovalevsky. Knocked away. Mike wasn't ready for it. Stolen away. Here comes Billy Bentz, the 5'7 junior up court. Hands back now to Bill Davis at the top of the key. Davis makes his move down the right side, cut off. Left side of the key to Bentz. Bentz guarded by Lundy. Right side of the key now pass to Craig. Almost knocked away by Kovalevsky. Looks it over to Black. Now to Janach. Now back to Davis. Left side of the line. Right side of the line to Bentz. Quick moving Patriot offense. 14 Craig with it. Bounce pass. Got away. And it goes out of...
He did on that transition.
Brad Daniels checks in for Chris Craig, who just made the bad pass. Patriots set up for 1-2-2 zone defense. Alford with the fake. Goes around to pick by Jarvis. Can't shoot. Now back to Alford. 20-footer is up. And in. Steve Alford has 4. Todd Jarvis 4. Newcastle leads 8-0. Patriots haven't scored in the first 3 minutes. Bentz in the inbound. Drives around Lundy. Cut off by Alford. Double team. Now straight away in the middle. Nice pass to Black. Black gets it up course to Davis. Left side now to Daniels. Cut off by Kovalevsky. Back out to Davis. Followed off the bench, making the offensive call. Davis looks out, gets some help now from the left side to Black. Black on the dribble with the right hand. Alford laying off him. Now left side to Bill Davis. Davis drives around. Jarvis up and in off the glass with the right hand.
And shot when he did, he smacked the backboard, and that's, of course, is a technical foul because you're the glass.
Here's the technical free throw put up and in play. You don't see that very often.
It's kind of unusual, too, because Brad Daniels, I believe, shoots at 89%, but they let with Davis, who was at the free throw line, shoot.
Billy Bentz now, right side of the line, left side of Christian Ock, 15 feet away. Baseline left side now to Daniels. Davis won't shoot. The Bentz over now to Brett Black. Back over to Daniels, left side of the line. Right side of the line pass to Davis. Jarvis on him. Left side of the line to Janach. Now crosses it over to Bentz. Bentz won't shoot from 15. Back out to Black. Black crosses it over right side to Daniels. Won't shoot on Kovalevsky. Left side now to Davis. 4:05 left first quarter. Baseline pass out to Black. Won't shoot on Alford. Back out left side of the key to Daniels. Crosses it over to Janach. Chris looks inside. Around the screen. Goes over to Bentz. Bentz right side of the line to Brett Black. We're inside of 4 minutes. Now Davis has it left side of the key. Passes over to Brad Daniels. Kind of hard to follow this Jay County offense.
They're definitely getting a shot from about 15.
And there's a block shot by Lundy. A save by Burgess. But Troy stepped in the 15 feet. They just don't want to take them. They want to work them inside. There's a shot put up. One hand off the glass. No, it's all Newcastle on the rebound. They lose it out of bounds. To go. 3:38 left first quarter. WCTW Newcastle. Looks like the Trojans have switched into a zone defense. Appears to be a 2-3 now. And let's see what Davis does to attack that. Left side of the wing to Brett Black. Back out to Davis. Back to Black. There's the 15-footer. Way off the mark. Rebound is tipped in the lane. Who's got it? Jay County. And a jump ball. Kovalevsky breaks Inio normally in there. Grace been affected by sickness. Koval controls the tip. Went out of the hands of Davis. Into Jarvis while past to Burgess. And it's way over his head. Just a little aggressive pass there by Todd. Trying to get it down quickly. Just threw it a little bit over Troy's head. And it was a turnover. Will go the other way. Play 3 for Jay County. Newcastle back in the man-to-man. Davis right side of the key. With it is Brett Black. Around the screen. Won't shoot. Back to Davis. Left side to Vince. Now top of the key to Davis. Pommel shells out or yells out instructions for the scores bench. 2:55 left first quarter. 8-3 Trojans. Left side to Vince. Vince. Good pass inside. Wide open up and in. It's Brett Black. There's that backdoor offensive easy basket. The Patriots won. 8-5 Trojans. Top of the key, Burgess. Bounce pass left side. Alfred on the baseline. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Kovalevsky's going to get a foul. Team over Jay County. Newcastle now is looking for the back doors underneath, and they've got a couple of baskets that way. Patriots will try to pull within one. Davis getting instructions. Now we'll pass it across the timeline to Bill Vince. Newcastle running the trap now in the half court. Vince goes baseline. Patriots Brad Daniel with the ball caught in the corner. Pass knocked away by Lundy. Here's Alford on the steal. Steve goes in right side. Up and in. Roy Lundy with a nice play on the steal, and Alfred gets the basket, 6 for Steve. Little pressure applied by Lundy. Davis will get the inbound out of Billy Vince, and the 5'7" junior will run the offense. Newcastle back now to the man-to-man defense as they make the switch with the Patriots ball. Janok drives baseline, up over Alfred, and in, a foul. Janok at the charity stripe is only 6 of 19, but he hits that one. What else? 10-8, Newcastle leads. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. 1-2-2 Patriot defense. The Burgess attack. Throw between the legs. Right side of Troy Lundy in the wing. One dribble. Back out to Steve Alford. Lobs it back to Lundy. Looks inside for Koval. Can't go. Back to Alford. 25 feet away. Alford on the dribble. Sets up the fifth play as the Trojans run the offense. Burgess with it. Left side now. Blue space line to Alford. Steve guarded closely out there. Brings it back on the wing. Top of the key to Burgess. Troy almost called for the palm. Now works it over right side of the key. Looks for Lundy. Jump pass to Troy. Troy looks inside for Todd Jarvis. Finds him. Pass into Todd. And he fouled inside. We've only had 5 fouls in the first quarter. Only had 5 fouls in the first half in reserve action. Jarvis left side of the line. Bounce pass to Alfred baseline. Running one-hander. Up and in. One body control for Alfred on the other end. He's got 8. Getting set to come in. Chris Craig, the 6'1" senior, is the next break for Jay County. Trojan lead is at 12-8. We have 1 minute left here in the first quarter. In the forecourt is Daniels. Goes baseline right side with it, but no shot is set back. Back to Daniels. Double triple T. Bad pass. Trojan gets the ball out of bounds. Credit to the Trojan defense. Jay County averages 13 turnovers a game. Newcastle forced them into 6 already in the first quarter. Burgess right side to Lundy. 46 seconds left. There's a pass into Jarvis. 8-footer short. Long rebound pulled out of there by Chris Craig of Jay County. Billy Vance on the outlet. Comes up court on the left side. Now we'll spin it back out top of the key. Trojans appear to be in that trap defense again. Or a 1-3-1. And a pass. County quite often when they take the ball out, no matter where it is, will have all 5 players around the basketball. I think they're looking for a press all the time. Davis with it. Goes baseline right side to Brett Black. Black guarded closer by Kovalevsky. Bounce pass comes back to Vance. Top of the key to Davis. Little return pass inside the Black. He hits him beautifully for 2. What an assist that time by Bill Davis. The Black gets his second basket. 12-10. 9 seconds left first quarter. Alfred has it around the screen by Lundy. Shot is up. No good. Long rebound to Lundy. Troy back up. No good. Hit by Como. No good. And that's 10. Our first quarter score. Newcastle won. Trojans with 2. Kovalevsky's tip controlled by Alfred. And Steve's going to get called for the Sam Alford yelling some instructions to his team as they go to the 2-3 zone here to start the second quarter. Billy Vance attacks it. Right side bounce pass to Davis. The fake. No shot. Goes back to Vance. Back to Davis. Davis guarded out there by Burgess. Looks inside. Can't find Daniels. Goes back to Vance. Vance stops right side of the key. Back to Davis. 12-footer on the run. No good. Rebound Lundy. Lundy on the move up court. Starts down the middle. Switches to the right hand to Kovalevsky. Mike drives. Leading. One-hander. No. Rebound. Lundy's got it. Troy is going to go back up. But first he's fouled inside. The sophomore's taking charge. We might get some good scoring in the night and maybe break the ice a little bit as far as his shooting is concerned. Alford to Lundy. Over to Jarvis. They work the play to Alford, but Steve can't shoot on the left wing. Back to Jarvis. Top of the key. Right side to Lundy. Into Kovalevsky. Mike drives. Leaning. One-hander. Up. No. Did put one down on the floor, but the other two had to do something, and I think one of them got away with a push. Provo misses the looking for his first point of the ball game, coming in averaging about 8.9 a contest. The second one is going to go through, and Mike has his first point. Newcastle leads now 13-10. It was 12-10 after the first stop. Here's that 2-2-1 full court pressure. Daniels has it over to Black in the full court to Davis. 2-on-1 break. Davis down the lane, runs over the corner left. 79% has hit 1 of 1 so far. Has one in bonus here. What an arch on that show rebound and assist man for this team. Second shot is up, and again, no iron drawn as it drops through. 5 points for Davis to lead Jay County. Another 1-point game, 13-12 Trojans. Burgess the other way, stops top of the key. Jump pass to Alfred on the left wing, back to Burgess. Troy spins it around right hand. Finds Jarvis. Todd on the dribble. Stops. Cut off. Has to get rid of the ball. Bounce pass out straight away to Lundy. Over to Alfred. Steve with the fake. Steve dribbles. Jump pass to Burgess. Back to Alfred. Steve on the move. Goes baseline. Pulls up. 12-footer. Scores! Steve Alfred first basket in the quarter. He had 10 in the game. That's going to be a little tough on Billy Benz because you can't play much better defense than what he was, and Steve just went up over him. He's smaller at only 5'7", and he has the 5-inch advantage, and he just got away with a good shot. Vance breaks the pressure with the dribble into the full court over to Davis. Top of the key to Vance. Bounce pass back to Davis. Will looks inside, takes the shot back to Vance. Won't shoot it from straight away. Now to Davis. They look inside, can't find him. Vance over to Davis. Davis takes the shot back to Vance again. Now left side with it is Brett Black. In the lane now, shot by Brad Daniels. Off the glass from straight away and in. 15-14, Newcastle lead. Getting set to come in is Greg Tenio. The Big Hoss has been afflicted with illnesses, flu and cold and the like. He's going to check in. Alfred around a screen by Jarvis. Goes baseline. Uses it. No, not the glass. It's in and out. And the Patriots rebound. Daniels almost called for the foul. I should say the travel. Billy Benz now will bring it up court. The Pats can get the lead with 5:48 left first half. Top of the key pass to Brad Davis. Davis stops. Back to Billy Benz. Back to Davis. Looks inside again. Can't find his man. Back to Benz. Left side now. Losing his dribbles. Black. Back to Benz. Newcastle in the 2-3 zone. Right side to Brad Davis. Heads baseline on Monday. Cut off nicely. Back on the lob to Benz. Back to Davis right wing. 15-14 Trojans. There's a pass kick by Virgil. Back with more from the field house in just a moment.
Second to the ball game. So they're just very patient and they work the ball around very well.
Well, Billy Benz sits down now, and Bill Davis will run the offense. Pass it to the right side to Twig. Back to Davis. Now to Twig. Newcastle in the zone, shutting him off. Phelps, by the way, checked into the lineup for Newcastle. It's Phelps, Alfred, Jarvis, Video, and Lundy. There's a shot put up. Very badly missed by Brett Black. Rebounded Jarvis. Newcastle on the run. Bounce pass left side to Phelps. Back to Jarvis. 14-footer up and in. Jarvis drills it in. He's cut 6. And Newcastle's back up by 3. Here's that 2-2-1 pressure applied. Lundy guarding Twig. Twig almost walked, goes up to Davis. And Bill will clear things out and walk it into the full court. Getting ready to re-enter Billy Benz after a short break. Twig has it now on the right side. Gets the Trojan zone on the dribble. Now stops. Cut off. Bounce pass. Throw away. Alfred on the steal. Comes up court down the right side. Pulls up. Over the double team. In and out. No. And the rebound is tipped to Chris Janoff for Jay County. Phelps on the pressure against Davis. And now Bill will slow it down. Again, the Trojans lead 17-14. 4:20 left first half. Twig with it right side. Goes baseline right side. No shot over there for Janoff. Back to Twig. Twig starts his dribble. Heads his lane. Back to Bill Davis. Phelps all over him. And now he's at the corner. Billy Benz to inbound on the far sideline. Comes in now. The basketball is Chris Craig. He goes back to Benz against the Trojan 2-3. Right side to Bill Davis. Davis takes the shot back out to Benz. Won't shoot straight away. Back to Davis. Now he'll shoot the set shot and hit it from 14 feet. Bill Davis has 2 baskets, 7 points in the game. Brett Black ready to check back in for the pass. 17-16 Newcastle. Jump pass by Phelps. Alfred runs it down, almost stolen by Janoff. Steve now will bring it back out to the top of the key. Right side to Phelps. Back to Alfred. Around the pick. Goes left baseline to Lundy. Back to Alfred. Steve. Pass inside to Jarvis. Nice move. Up and in. And a foul. Todd Jarvis. Theo is set up on defense for Newcastle. 19-16 Trojans. Jarvis fires it and hits it. So, Todd Jarvis and Steve Alford have 19 of the 20 Newcastle points here in the first half. Here's the pressure applied in the forecourt. In the backcourt, broken by Chris Craig. Still on the dribble. Now to Bill Davis. He hands to number 4, Billy Benz. Benz right side to Davis. Back to Benz. Stops at the free throw line. Left side to now to Brett Black. Back out to Benz. Around the horn now to Daniels. Daniels one dribble. Back to Benz. Back to Davis, I should say. Davis looks inside. Can't find his players on the dribble. Now back to Billy Benz. Patient Patriot offense with 3 minutes left in the first half, 20-16 Trojans. That's to Davis. There's that 14-footer. Same spot, same result. Davis hits again from outside, at least in Jay County terms, about a 13 or 14-footer. Alford the other way, heads to the baseline, almost dribbled it off his foot, goes back to Lundy. Now back to Alford, goes on the baseline. What a move! Puts it up and in. He got his move all the way to the basket. Was over nice. Looks like an easy layup. He has 12 points. Newcastle's lead is back at 4. Davis goes over left side and breaking the pressure again is Chris Craig. He'll go back to Billy Bent. Right side to Davis. Won't shoot it this time. Back to Bent. Makes the shot. Cut off. Double team. Left side over the screen is Black. Fires up an air ball. Rebound Jay County though. And a foul. Watch out too for Newcastle. Some of the players. First shot put up for him in a little bit. Second shot is put up, and it's good this time by Davis. The Patriots are now 5 of 6 at the line. Got to remember, you have to move so much on defense to stop this Patriot offense. It takes a lot out of you. Phelps over to Alford. Alford left side of the key, back to Phelps. Baseline to Kovaleski. Mike power move. Missed the shot. Got his own rebound and hits it. Good basket for Kovo. Newcastle's lead is 24-19. Davis on the inbound, breaking the pressure of Brad Phelps over to Bent. Now they lob it up court quickly to Brad Daniels. Daniels will give it over to Davis. Almost lost it now to Bent. We're inside of 2 minutes left first half. They're with it as Bent right side of the key. Passes to Davis. Quickly back to Bent. Left side now to Black. Baseline left to Daniels. Won't shoot. Pass stolen by Alford. Right off the legs of Brett. They've been key ones. Alford that time with a quick hand. 24-19 Trojans. Steve up court with a dribble. Left side to Brad Phelps. Back to Alford. Steve on the dribble. Stop. About 30 feet away. Bring it out top of the key. Over to Phelps again. One dribble. Bounce pass to Alford. Steve around the screen by Kovaleski. Shot up. No good. Alford. He hasn't been at the line yet. Newcastle hit 2 of their 3 opportunities here in the first half. Shot is up. 56 in a row. Alford has 13 now. Second shot is up. And 57 in a row for Steve Alford. The Trojan lead is up to 7, and that's almost the biggest of the game since that 8-0 start. Billy Bent will bring it up court. Newcastle goes to that trap defense. Lundy and Jarvis get over to trap Davis. He goes to Bent. Now the left side almost trapped his Twig. Bounce back to Bent. Now to Davis. Here comes the double team. Davis dribbles through it. Crosses it back over to Chris Craig. Gets pass to Davis. Lundy out on him. Double team from Alford. Now to Twig. Left wing pass to Chris Craig. Almost lost it. Cross court pass goes to Janot. Now over to Bent. We're inside of a minute left first half. Trojans lead 26-19. Davis works it over to Twig. Left wing again to Craig. Craig guarded by Alford. Almost traveled with it right in front of us. Davis now works it over. Double team with the basketball is Janot. In trouble. Bounce pass now to Billy Bent. Bent's about 25 feet away. Brings it back to the timeline. Cross court pass to Craig. On the left wing is with it is Twig. Double team almost stepped on the sideline and almost pulled the pivot foot. Chris Janot now with the pass. Over to Davis straight away. Top of the key. Back over to Janot. Double team. Almost pulled by Alford. Back to Davis. We're inside of 25 seconds left. Twig now has it. Alford on him. Bounce pass top of the key to Janot. Hands back to Bent. We're inside of 20 seconds. Davis left baseline now to Twig. Double team by Colville and Alford. Now to Davis. Now to Bent. Back to Davis. We're down to 10 seconds left. 26-19 Trojans lead. Davis goes left baseline. Twig has it. He's going to get the ball kicked away by Alford at Jay County. Billy Bent inbounds. Baseline left side. Fourth shot up by Davis. Air ball. Jarvis rebounds and throws a full court shot. Half time. We've got individual scoring. Team stats a lot more to go against Brad Daniels. The tip is controlled to Jay County. Hard to believe that was a bad toss-up. And Daniels tipped it back. Billy Bent will attack for the Patriots. They trail 26-19. Newcastle opens in a 2-3 zone. Bent attacks it. Looks over left side. Caught. Bounce pass around Lundy. Goes over to Black, back top of the key to Bent. To Black again on the left wing. Back to Bent, top of the key. Left side to Black. Shot is up. It's wrong. Rebound on the baseline to Kovaleski. And Mike out looks to Alford. Steve up court quickly. Pass deflected. Stolen in the lane. Davis with a nice defensive play. Bent has the basketball. Goes up court to Davis. Davis top of the key to Bent now. 26-19. Trojans still lead here as the second half is underway. Newcastle 7-2. Jay County 4-4. The Trojans rated 9th in both polls this week. Bent crosses it over left side of the line. Black will not shoot. Baseline to Janot. Back to Black. One dribble. Back to Bent. Top of the key. Almost travels over right side of Janot on the baseline. Jarvis cuts him off. Back to Bent. Now to Brad Davis. Back to Billy Bent. Bounce pass in the lane. Janot turn around over Pinio. Banks it in. Nice shot by Chris Janot. He's got 5 points now. Here comes Lundy against the 1-2-2 Jay County zone. Bounce pass to Kovalevsky, the right wing. Feeds to the Pinio. Great drive. Offensive foul. Basket goes
Again, setting up Holloway now putting pressure on the basketball.
26-21. Jay County took control within 3. A basket here. They break the pressure nicely. Davis gets it up to Jerry Twig, who just checked in. He goes to Billy Vance. Back over to Twig on the left wing. One dribble, almost walk, double team. Ball's on the floor. What do we got? Double dribble against Jay County.
We're able to convert the turnover. That is Kovalevsky smacked the ball away, and a double dribble call called on Jerry Twig.
Alfred to Lundy. Troy will attack top of the key. Works to the right side. Crosses to Jarvis. Inside to Pinio. Greg spins. Baseline. 8-footer up. No. Rebound. Alfred. Up. No. Pinio tips it. Alfred's got it back. He leads. It hits. He's fouled.
Just lean into the basket because he didn't have a step. So Steve Alford will be at the free throw line now.
Alfred's free throw. 58 in a row for Steve Alford. He's 3 of 3 at the outset. 8-0. Here comes the Patriots. Brad Daniels. Looks it over left side to Brett Black into the forecourt. Breaking the press is Ben. Ben starts a spin move. Low center of gravity. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now with the right hand. Stops. Passes over left side to Brett Black. Back to Billy Bent. Bounce pass back to Black. Can't go inside. Back to Bent. Bent into the lane now to Daniels. Gets Pinio up. Fires it up. No. Pinio clears it. Bad outlet. Stolen by Davis. Rice scoops it up and in. Inside of Lundy. Bill Davis with a nice move around Troy Lundy. He's got 12. Should have had probably an easy basket on the other end, but the outlet stolen. Alford now to Lundy. Back to Alford. There's the 18-footer. No good. Rebound. Kovalevsky up and in. Lobo has 5, and the Trojans are crashing the offensive board.
Excellent rebound he put on by Newcastle. 2 guys, Kovalevsky and Todd Jarvis hitting the basket that time to pull down that offensive board. Cole just put it back in for the easy 2.
Daniels breaks the press to Davis. Flips it out to Ben. Billy at the top of the key on the dribble. Stop. Needs to go. Finds Brett Black. Goes in the lane now. Daniels leads. Knocked away by Pinio. Back over to Bill Davis, though. Almost a travel. There's Bentz on the move. Left side to Black. Set shot from 18. Way long. Como's got it. Outlet to Alford. He's got Jarvis on the side. Goes behind the back. Throws up. 5-footer. Good. Steve Alford. 19 points. Timeout. Winning.
And Community Printing offered just
21% from the floor, and he hasn't even come close in most of his shots. But
they leave that shot wide open, and he'll take it.
Alford on the steal, on the pass from Bent, fires it up, and in! Steve Alford with the steal and the basket. He's got 21 points. Newcastle's pulled out to 12. Bent can't find anybody in the inbound. Finally comes out to Brad Daniels. Daniels stops, goes back to Bent. Still not in the forecourt yet. Has to stop. His pass goes to Davis. Davis, good feed baseline, and Janot leads it and hits it. Davis with a nice assist. This Janot has 4 of the 6 Jay County points here second half, and he has 7 in the game. Alford the other way quickly to Lundy. Back to Steve Alford. Passes over to Lundy in the right baseline. One dribble back to Alford. 20-footer up. No good. Short. Kovo rebounds. Blocked away. Goes to Lundy. Troy is cut off. And blocking this quarter. Janot's third foul. Chris Krieg getting set to check in. There's a pass to Alford. Another foul in the second half. Lundy will inbound to the right of the Trojan basket. Lobs it out to Jarvis at the top of the key. Todd moves baseline. Up with the 8-footer. Short off his last. Rebound Brad Davis. Here comes Jay County. Billy Vance. Newcastle 35, Jay County 25 with 3:54 left third quarter. Bounce pass left side to Jerry Twig. Back to Bent, top of the key. The junior starts his move, crosses it over. Shot left wing is up and in by Jerry Twig, his first 2. 6-foot senior who came into the ball game not averaging too many points. Got himself 6.5 and has his first 2. Lundy has it, over to Alford, behind the back dribble, cut off. Passes back over to Lundy, stops right side of the key, crosses over to Alford. Steve, good move, good fake, 12-footer, off the glass and in. Steve Alford continues to score, and there is his 32nd game at over 20 points. He's got 23, wanted to mention that. 32 straight games of 20 points or more. There's the pass to Bent, finally into the forecourt. He gets the pass up to Chris Craig and back to Bent. And now the Patriots will set up, trailing by 10 with 3 minutes left, third quarter. Looks in for Daniels. Bent has to deliver it. Finally left side down to Jerry Twig. Back to Bent. Stops his dribble. Over to Twig. Same spot. Shot up. Air ball. Rebound Jarvis. There's Todd. Leads the break. Left side pass to Alford. Steve. Running one-hander. Missed the shot. Davis on the rebound. Here come the Patriots on one of the few fast breaks they'll have. All the way. Blocked away by Lundy.
But now they have to switch their offensive pattern.
Bill Davis with the free throw around it. Averages 2.5 points a ball game. Does have 11 rebounds this season. Davis' free throw is up and good. So Bill Davis has 13 points now and leads Jay County scoring. Brad Phelps ready to re-enter the Trojan lineup. Lundy up court on the pass from Alford. Looks for Jarvis. Can't go. Double team. Passes over across key to Kovalevsky. Baseline to Alford. Turnaround fadeaway. Short. Rebound. A foul inside. 7-28. Newcastle leads State County with 2.5 minutes left third quarter. Inbounds to Lundy. Top of the key to Jarvis. Todd one dribble. Back to Troy Lundy. One dribble left hand. Baseline to Alford. 18-footer. Switch. Steve Alford. Let's check Steve's points. 25 here. 11 of those here in the third quarter. Billy Vance up to Davis. Brad Davis up into the full court to Brad Daniels. Bill Davis, I should say. Now to Billy Vance. Bounce pass left side to Brown. Bob to his baseline inside to Daniels. Over Pinio. No good. Jarvis is fouled on the rebound. This is the 11 o'clock hour. We'll find out what happens in the Richmond-Marion game. Muncie Central Lafayette, Jeff, Kokomo, Logansport, and much more. Here's the front end of the 1-and-1, and Jarvis hit pass and rebound are, though. 40-28, Trojans lead. Jarvis can make it 41-28 with a free toss right here. It's on the way, in and out, no, and the rebound pulled out of there by Chris Craig. Davis brings it into the full court now for Jay County. Over to Billy Vance. Vance guarded closely by Phelps, left side to Bob Brown. Left baseline now, no shot for Daniels. Back out to Vance, right side to Billy Davis. Right baseline to Daniels, back to Davis. Back to Vance for the quick passing Jay County offense. Over to Brown. Takes the shot. Double team. Back to Vance. Straight away. Vance bounce pass to Daniels. Score by Alford. But recovered it back there by Vance. Almost steps from the timeline. Now starts down the left side to Brown. Baseline to Daniels. Back to Brown. Bob and double team. One dribble. Lob pass to Vance. Right side to Davis. Almost lost it. Goes baseline right to Brad Daniels. Back into Vance. Shot no good. And the rebound to Burgess. Troy brings it up himself. Now goes to Steve Alford in the full court. Steve stops. Lob pass right side to Phelps. Brad won't shoot on the baseline. Double team inside to Jarvis. Todd leads and hits. Todd Jarvis has 12 points. The Newcastle lead is 14. 1:03 left third quarter. Phelps diving steal and he's fouled. Brad Phelps. That's ball club. Rusty Smith averaging 3 points a ball game. Sees his first action. Brad Phelps at the charity stripe. His accuracy's been 8 of 11 to this point. First one is up and in. Newcastle's at 7 of 9 from the line in the contest. Their lead can be moved up to the biggest point it has been. And there it is. Phelps hits the second one. And it's a 16-point Newcastle advantage, 44-28. Inbounds comes to Bob Brown. Crosses it over to Brad Daniels. Trojans 2-2-1 pressure. There's Vance. Passes in the middle to Brad Davis. Davis breaks the press. Heads down the lane. Shoots it over Smith and in. What a move. Bill Davis, 5'10 over 6'7 Rusty Smith. 15 for the 5'10 senior. Brad Phelps calls for one shot as we're inside of 40 seconds. He's in the forecourt. Over to Alford. Steve will make his move on the dribble. Looks it over now to Todd Jarvis. Back to Alford. Trojans with a double stack up in front of us, about 25 feet away. Jarvis on the dribble. Back to Steve Alford. We're down to 25 seconds. Alford crosses over to Troy Burgess. Back to Steve Alford. Now to Burgess. Troy brings it inside the point where you have to be not to get a 5-second call. Pitch and catch. Alford and Burgess. We're down to 13 seconds left. Cats stay in their 1-2-2 zone. Now we're down to 9. Alford will start his move. Goes over the right side. Heads baseline. Pulls up. Shot is up. No, but a foul on Jay County. And Newcastle with 7. Alford's free throw is up and for 26 in the game. Here's the second one. 27 points and 60 in a row. 5 seconds left third quarter. Here's the pressure. Vance pass deflected. Stolen by Burgess. Troy goes to Alford baseline. Shot up from 20. Good! Basket by Alford. Get off the tip. And the Trojans are off and running to start quarter 4. Jarvis has 14. It's a 20-point Trojan lead. Davis takes the pressure. Up court now to Brad Daniels. Looks it over now to Brett Black to Billy Vance. Now back to Bill Davis. Davis around the screen. Fires up the long jumper. Swish. And they're going to have to resort to some outside shots now to get back into it. Davis has 17. Sam Alford wants Steve to break the press somehow. Goes to baseline to Jarvis. Pass hit the bottom of the backboard. Intended for Kovalevsky. A good idea, but it was blocked by the backboard. Just a bad trajectory. Just a good pass. So Billy Vance over to Brad Davis on the turnover. Davis around the screen. Goes baseline. Fires it up. And missed it. Rebound Kovalevsky. Mike brings it up himself. Down the sidelines. Now throws it up wisely and goes back to Troy Lundy. 50-32, Newcastle lead. Steve Alford on the right wing, into Pinio. Greg leans, hits it off the glass. First two for the 6'5 senior. It's a 20-point Trojan lead again. 52-32. The other way comes Billy Vance. Right side pass to Bill Davis. Davis around the screen by Janot, cut off, double team, back to Billy Benz. Benz stopped, will fire it up from the free throw line and hit it. The Trojans dropped off of him and dared him to shoot, and Benz has his first two.
They've been getting that shot all night long. He finally decided to take it. He probably should have took it earlier in the first quarter when they gave it to him.
Lundy goes over to Todd Jarvis. Jarvis against this trap, cut off, double team, passes to Alford. See behind the back to Pinio, up and in! What a feed from Alford, and Pinio lost it initially, but recovered it and put it up and in.
It's a good play. They had three guys underneath, and they just gave it to the one that was most open.
There's Davis behind the screen, hits again. This guy's a great ball player. 19 for Bill Davis.
You can let him trade baskets all night long. The big key there, they shut down Brad Daniels. He only has 2 points in the ball game.
Jarvis breaking the pressure over to Troy Lundy. Lundy lobs back to Jarvis. Alford posted up at the free throw line. Lob back to Lundy. Baseline to Kovalevsky. Into Alford, stolen. Brad Daniels, good defensive play. 54-36 Trojans lead. Getting ready to re-enter Chris Craig. There's Benz. Stops. Bounces over left side to Brett Black. He won't shoot. One dribble. Back out to Billy Benz. Benz, double team. Stops at the free throw line. Over to Brad Davis. Baseline to Brad Daniels. Jumper up. No good. Pinio clears it. Here comes Steve Alford. Pass is blocked, but Davis blocked it right back to Alford. Steve in the lane. Up and in from 7 feet. Steve Alford is red hot. A third quarter that saw him get 15 points. He's got 31. Benz has the ball knocked away.
Where is it went out?
Mike Brett Black checked out as well. Inbound Cubs now. I'm sorry, Black is still in there. So I missed that one. Davis almost knocked away by Alford. Passes inside and
Have only 3 fouls. That's the third team foul. They still have 2 to give up.
3 quarters. WCTW Newcastle. Jay County Newcastle basketball. Trojans in command. 56-38 now as Craig hits those free throws. No pressure applied. Kovalevsky into Jarvis, and that trap will be applied at half court. Jarvis slowly up court. Dribbling. Works it over to the side. Still not in the forecourt. Now finally over to Kovalevsky. Mike back to Todd Jarvis. Jarvis splits the defense over to Alford. Steve up from 8 feet. Off the glass and in.
Just a good play. Craig Pinio set an excellent screen for Steve, and he got an easy 2. Just an excellent play by Newcastle.
33 points for the Trojan senior guard. The other way is Benz. Double team by Alford and Shipley, and he throws it away. So saved by
Easy layup. He just played. Newcastle got a break.
Inbound comes to Shipley. He's immediately double teamed. Bill on the dribble. Passes to Alford. Bounce pass into Kovalevsky. Good block, but a foul called on Bill Davis. 58-38 Trojans in command here with 4.5 minutes left. Free throw is up. Twin all the stats for tonight's ball game.
Mike just got way underneath that time coming out. He got blocked on putting up his shot, so he must be careful. That a good place to set up, but he was just too high as he hit his second.
Coble with 7 now. Billy Benz comes up court against Steve Alford. Right side pass to Davis. Double team. Baseline to Twig. Cut off by Coble. Good pass though, and leaning up and in is Chris Craig. He has his first basket. Nice assist on the bounce pass baseline by Twig. Craig with the basket. 60-40. Alford double team. Jump pass to Todd Jarvis. Jarvis spins away from the pressure. Over to Alford. Steve on the right wing. Puts to Pinio. Breaks the pressure. Puts it up. And in off the glass. 35 points for Steve Alford. 3:55 left in this one, 62-40. Benz behind the back, baseline pass. Jumper on the way by Twig. No good. Long rebound. And it's gotten by Benz. Pass is blocked though. Recovered though by Craig. He's at the top of the key. Top of the key back to Benz. Double team. Alford. Shipley. Benz right side to Davis. Goes baseline. 10-footer up and in. Nice touch. Davis is up over 20 now. That's 21. 62-42. Trojans should win this one though, unless some miracle happens. Jarvis against the pressure. Stolen away by Davis. Nice play. Goes down against Jarvis. Missed the layup. Alford rebound. Steve Alford rebounds after Davis missed an easy one.
Todd Jarvis, just a little intimidation there. Todd played smart, didn't go up and commit the foul, and he got missed the layup.
Oh, what a move by Pinio on the other end. They got the ball from Alford. Faked the pass from the baseline, got his defensive player out of position and drove it in for an easy 2. There's a pass to by Kovalevsky on the other end. Newcastle is absolutely shutting down Jay County here in the third and fourth quarters. Alford the other way, in the lane, knocked away, and a foul.
Brad Phelps will check back into the ballgame.
Alford has 35 points, and there's the free throw. He's got 60. The Jay County Patriots drop all the way down on either end of the baseline to get set for the offensive move. Alford hits again. 62 in a row for speed, including 7 of 7 in this one. Bill Davis the other way, heads down the lane, pass knocked away by Shipley. Good if he can get in, and not in time. The inbounds comes to Brown, bounce pass almost stolen by Smith. Double team though. Craig has to go out to Brown, passes over top of the key to Betts, right side to Davis, shot up, no good. Rebound, Rusty Smith. Outlet pass is knocked away from Shipley and stolen by Betts. Betts goes inside. The running scoop is up, no good. Inside, but a foul. He probably will not re-enter the game. It's a 24-point Trojan lead. Brett Black will put the free throw up and in. Back with another opportunity here, and he puts it in. So with 2:29 left here in the ball game, it's 66-44 Trojans. Inbounds to Phelps, back to Shipley. Bill on the dribble, scoops it up in that line. 3-on-1 Trojan break to Rusty Smith. Up, no good, but he's fouled inside. Opportunity is up and won't go in. Chance here. Plenty of time for the junior forward. Shot is up, no good. Long rebound, run down on the baseline by Brett Black. Up court quickly to Davis. Bill heads down the lane, on the move, scoops it up with the left hand, nothing but glass. Rebound put back up and no good. Brett Black missed it this time, and now a rebounding foul against Newcastle. Jay County fast break. Shot up off the baseline. No good. By Brett Black from the charity stripe. 66-45 Trojans lead. And Black now makes it a 20-point ball game with 2 minutes exactly left. Phelps trapped. Cross court over to Shipley. Bill back over to Brad Phelps. They haven't made much progress through the full court. Now the baseball pass through the hands of Rusty Smith. Stolen by Bob Brown. Into the full court, Jay County. Pass blocked away by Smith and will go out of bounds. Team yet they'll try to do so in the next few minutes, I'm sure. Smith baseline pass. Black drives on Smith. Scoops it up. He's fouled. This will be a 1-and-1 again. It occurred before he went up to the shot. Free throw is up and good. Gets the free toss right here. It's up, no good. Rebound John Mute. Newcastle on the outlet to Brad Phelps. Phelps is triple team. Comes up court. Madeline's got it. Joe looks in for John Mute. Turn around up and in. John Mute first two of the Trojans, 68-47. Over Jay County have now scored more points than any other team against the Pats this year. Pass goes to the right side to Bob Brown. Pass in stolen away by Mute. Goes back inside. Madeline blocks it away. And drop her second in a row. And the outcome is pretty much evident. This is a good time for the team to play, the reserves especially to play as a team unit as Black hits number 2. Especially with Jay County with this full court pressure. Phelps is trapped, lobs it up to Smith. 3-on-2 Trojan break. Bad pass by Smith, stolen away. And now the ball is finally run down by Twig. And he will come up to Chris Gregg. To Billy Benz, up to Bill Davis. Davis goes baseline, fakes, double team by Shipley and Smith. Almost knocked away. Ben passes, go on the pass. Shot out no good. Rebound John Mute. Outlet to Phelps. One over his head, and run down by Billy Benz. Inside of a minute, Benz will bring it up court. Over to Billy Davis into the full court. Davis on the move, goes baseline, drives, running one-hander up and in. Got that over John Mute who couldn't. I think John might have scored enough for Bill to get his basket in. Shipley gets the pass from Brad Phelps. Cross court over to Smith. Rusty finally runs it down, stops, back out to Brad Phelps. 68-51 Trojans. Phelps will be trapped. Needs to go to Shipley. Finds Bill out at the timeline. Bill on the dribble. Goes baseline to Madeline. Joe, good move! Up and in off the glass. Just a good move by Joe Madeline. Good patience underneath. The guy had him on the back. He waited and got it up for the easy two. 70-51. Davis on the other end. Running one-hander. Puts it in off the glass. It's an amazing shot because he doesn't even look at the basket, but there he finds it in time to get it up in the air. 6 seconds left. Smith on the other end. Takes the press. Rusty drives. Puts the shot. Rebound Madeline. Up. No. And that's it.